Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at Cineris Somnia. Don't know if that's exactly how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm gonna say it. So this is, right off the bat, this is a walking simulator, which is not inherently bad in my opinion. They can be both good or bad. Most of them tend to be bad because a lot of them are made by small developers without really much of a direction, but the visual style is what caught my attention here because this seems to be a third-person walking simulator with a more kind of anime style. So I thought it looked cool, and I wanted to check it out. And I think there's a bit of an air of mystery here as well. I too dream of drowning while a fish casually swims by. I believe this is us, whoever we are. Amy. Thanks, game. Quick with the name there. And we've woken up on the shore of this very, very bright beach. I'm hoping the whole game is not this blinding, and that this is supposed to represent the strangeness of this place. Amy's favorite bucket. Amy loves yellow. Are we Amy then, or is this her thoughts about the bucket? Also, so funny thing, there's an option in the options menu to set to always run. Oh, that's nice. If you look into the sort of sun, she blocks her eyes. So I set it to always run, and this is what that is. And if I hold shift here, I can go back to her default speed, so it's a plodding simulator more than a walking simulator. She is not going anywhere in a hurry. Okay, I built a castle with my little sister Amy. Huh? And where did Amy go anyway? And where even are we? So yeah, this is one thing that I do take issue with in walking simulators, is your walk speed. Because if you set it super low just to try to force the player to take in the environment, it's going to end up more as a nuisance than anything else. I want to see if I can walk out into the ocean here. Just enjoying a day on the beach. Think about her hair bothers me. It's like, it doesn't quite mesh. It's like it's a bunch of separate strands that are not quite blending together. Video game hair is hard. And this is clearly a indie project. Now it's going for perhaps more of a more defined graphical style than most games try to attempt. Also, she's very shiny. Like, you see the gleam on her shoulders. Also, she has like a... Sorry, I'm going to kind of pick apart the visual thing here before we continue. She has like a tan under her shoulder blades, and then her arms are like really pale. Like, she wore just sleeves and no shirt. But okay, that's enough picking over our character here. And someone just left all this food on the beach. Mommy loves pickle sandwiches. She's kind of a monster. Martha's cooking is delicious, but I really hate pickle sandwiches. Yeah, I'm with you there, fam. There's too much sex in it for you. Where's Mommy? She was sitting in this chair just now. You fast out on the beach and now everybody's abandoned you. And I guess we're probably in some kind of dream world situation here. But let's go look for them. I'm trying to, like... She really doesn't want to look at the camera. Oh, there we go. Seems like an odd thing to wear to the beach. I don't know, maybe it's kind of a swimming dress thing? I don't know. Who wears white to the beach? I mean, sure, it's not going to be hot, but it's also going to get real dirty, probably. There's a weird thing, too, where the frame rate is a little unsteady, like when I'm rotating like this, but the actual frame rate on my frame rate counter is not dropping like it normally would when there's stutter. So that seems to be just an in-game thing? Albert won't come pick us up till evening. Is that the family's manservant? Alright, so we can't go that way. I guess we'll head towards this little collection of houses. There's a lighthouse off in the distance. I bet we can go there. So yeah, obviously, if you look at anything up close, it's not super detailed. But I think this looks good. A little too bright, but I think that's supposed to be to imply that it's a surreal kind of setting, more than just meant to be blinding. Also, it looks good when I'm not moving, but the camera is very stiff. I think that's what it is. Like, it's fine when I'm not moving the camera, but when I move the camera does not move smoothly. And I don't have VSync turned on, so I don't think that's that. Maybe that would help if I turned it on. Oh, see, it was smooth there for like a second. But yeah, that's not the video, that's actually just the game when I rotate the camera. What's this here in the drawer? A letter? Dear Florence, in all the years since you came here, I brought you letters, fruits, tablecloths, and all kinds of items and things. But this is my first time bringing you a letter I wrote. I'm extremely nervous right now. I've never written a letter like this my entire life up to this point. I wonder if you'll laugh at me and my stupid accent that I'm doing. For decades, you've made it on your own. Yes, all by yourself. Whatever anyone else may say, you are a wonderful person. I know this very well. I have been watching you for a long time. Florence, do you mind if I love you? And if you would have me, would you not love me as well? I'm not like Norman. I'll never be like him. I swear to God. I'll stay with you. Joshua. A love letter to the woman he loves. You know, I assumed Florence was a dude. Nope. Not sure why we gotta fade out there. Ah, yes, this must be the filthy mattress. Who made this flower wreath? It's like a very gentle Silent Hill. This wreath? What's going on with this wreath? Everything's run down and empty, but nothing is threatening. Oh boy. Again, this run speed is I think what's killing it for me. Why even have a run if it's like 0.25% faster? A lighthouse? Maybe I should go check it out now. I can pick flowers later. Mommy told me not to go too far, but it's not that far. Also, I don't know where the hell she is, so I could be getting closer. Like, I don't know if we're supposed to... I guess we can't get to that house. I don't know if we're supposed to be looking for our missing sister and mother, or if she's just like, ah, whatever, I'm just gonna go on an adventure until they reappear. I can't get up there. So, we have a very linear path to follow right now. Plod, 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 plod. I mean, it's a very idyllic kind of seaside area, but I don't think I need to walk this slow to appreciate that. I can't imagine why you would ever play like this. But it just feels like the run option is, like, begrudgingly given by the developers. Like, fine, we'll let you go a little faster. Yeah, that lighthouse is going to be a little whiles away. There is apparently also a spooky blue-haired anime boy, so hoping we'll see that in the video at some point. Who kind of stands out against all this white and fog. It's kind of an odd comparison to make, but this general kind of like white storybook look reminds me a lot of Valkyria Chronicles. A game that I have still not got around to playing, despite the fact that I bought the PC port as soon as it came out, and that I also own the PS3 copy. Can I examine anything in this boat? I mean, at the moment that seems to be the level of our interactivity, is we can pick up things, which is more than you can do in some walking simulators. I'd drown if I went out to sea on this boat, on account of the fact that it is not buoyant at all. It is full of water and sand. I mean, it's definitely not a game you would play if you're in any sort of hurry to experience something, but we're also not really, you know, slowly experiencing anything here because I'm just kind of walking down a path. And I imagine there's not going to be anything between here and the lighthouse of importance. Maybe this is one of those dreams where the lighthouse is the last safe place on Earth, and the darkness is everywhere. Just, you know, not yet. No. There's a hat. I bet it's Amy's hat. She gonna put on the hat? This hat. I got this hat from Daddy for Christmas. What's it doing here? I treasure this hat. I can't lose it. I mean, I already did. Alright. Achievement unlocked. We found a hat. Now we're even more posh. Well, fingers crossed that some kind of, story revelation happens when we reach this lighthouse. Because I don't know how much more plotting we can do in this video. Again, I know some people are just opposed to walking simulators in general because they're not enough of a game. But I think the people who are like, oh, you can't even call it a video game, it's just a stupid walking simulator. I mean, it doesn't walk by itself, you do the walking, so it is still an interactive piece of fiction. Oh, the music stopped. Ominous lighthouse. Let's see if I can get a selfie with the lighthouse. There we go. Passed out on the beach and woke up to find my parents gone, but check out this cool lighthouse. Hashtag, help me find my family. I'd drown if I went out to sea in this barrel. we got some, like, old survival horror fixed cameras here. I guess not old survival horror, that's like a PS2 survival horror. Haunting grounds. Sorry I yelled. Forgive me. I'm going to look for the ring. The one ring. I must have lost it fishing by the rocks. Well, that's how Smeagol got his ring. Let's make up when I get back. I love you. I wonder who wrote this. It's so weird. It's weird when couples write passive-aggressive apology letters and leave them under the couch. Okay, there's a hatch there. That's where we'll find the journals from all the previous expeditions to the lighthouse. The hell was that? Oh. There is a large fish passing by the window. It's getting even more bloomy and dreamlike here. Alright, well, I guess we'll go to the top of the lighthouse. This bed looks so uncomfortable. That's probably because you gotta put the mattress back on the frame, girl. Alright. Let's see what we can see. This ominous rumbling gets louder. Okay, there's a door. And we still got a ways to go before we get to the top, so let's look what's out this door. A very large fish. This seems odd. Do lighthouses normally have, like, bathrooms halfway up? Like, imagine, you know, the lighthouse keeper obviously would have a bathroom. Is there something in there? Is that a fish? There's just a fish in this bathtub. The dream fish. What a big fish. I've seen this fish somewhere before. Maybe in the encyclopedia. Or in my dream. In my restless dreams, I see that fish. So nasty. But yeah, like, the lighthouse keeper would have a bathroom in their little building, but that's usually at the bottom of the lighthouse. So it seems weird to have this multi-person bathroom. There's so many things wrong with this. Like, there is a bathtub here, right? But then it's like a public bathroom with multiple sinks and toilets. It's like, hey, don't watch me shower while you're peeing. That's the real mystery, is what is going on with this lighthouse. I'm getting a feeling I should have looked in the hatch first. If I can even go down there, because I think we're probably gonna end up somewhere else when we get to the top here. But at this speed, there is no going back. I have to constantly, like, slightly adjust or she gets stuck on the stairs. Is this still a valid time for Snake Eater to come on? It's not a ladder, but it's a really, really tall staircase. And I was about to say, I'm beginning to wonder if we're even actually going up or if we're stuck in a loop. And then the camera changed. So it was right at the point where I was starting to doubt this staircase that they're like, okay, that's a good time for us to reassure you that you are going somewhere. No? Aha! Here's our handsome anime boy. You wouldn't understand me. I'm dark and mysterious. I don't belong in this blinding world. Oh, now we're in first person. I bet we are playing as the anime boy. I don't know what I just did. I think I activated a memory? Nope, and now we are just straight up anime boy. Who, oh my god, he moves real quick compared to her. The teacup has knocked over and has spilled. Is this tea? It looks strangely red for tea. I can't get quite the, like, indifferent voice that I'm trying to do here. There's a soiled red piece of paper next to the spilled teacup. Beware the black messenger. He brings death. Soiled red note acquired. Look at this. This guy's just positively zippy by comparison. Must be the longer legs. This is what his version of Cineris Hill looks like. It's always dark for him. I don't know, Kingdom Hearts 3 is looking like a bit of a downgrade here with older Riku. He, however, walks at exactly the same speed that she does. See, now it feels like a game. We're actually cooking some speed here. I probably should have looked around that room before immediately interacting with the first thing I saw. Actually, I think what these camera angles remind me most of is Fatal Frame. I think it has a lot of these fixed cameras. You must be the even blacker messenger?
まだいたのかしら。もうすっかり綺麗になったと思っていたのに。いちいち数なんて数えてないから仕方ないわね。まあいいわ。誰一人。
Also, the subtitles are very small.
私は許しはしないんだから。
Okay. So, now it is more of like a clock tower thing where she's gonna chase us and we're probably gonna have to hide. I guess this is why he moves faster. Because he needs to run the hell away. Quick, throw the vase at her. Well, it's a difference. Definitely a switch up in tone here from the sort of languid wandering of the little girl. He still looks more like he's kind of he knows he's running late for like a meeting or something, but he feels awkward about running in public. That's the kind of speed he's going at. Boy, I hope that's not a dead end. It is. Wow, she's real quick. Okay, she's not always that quick. Just like a burst of speed before she attacks. So I think we're gonna need to double back now that she's over here. How long do you think I can keep this up? This is the real danger of the Black Messenger. Oh, shit. She'd probably have less trouble keeping up with us if she actually looked up. So it doesn't seem like there's any sort of hiding spots or anything. I think we just need to go. Oop. Did she catch up with me? Seemed like she was pretty far behind. Alright, let's take a little look around. Oh. I think the one we were in shattered, so I suppose we were supposed to get caught? This is one of those weird first-person segments where you can't look all the way down, that some games seem to do. And the camera is a lot slower and more floaty. So are we just gonna be, like, stuck as this guy for a while? Oh, I clicked on the fish and it was like, oh, you mean this butterfly? He could definitely be the 5th member of Noctis's boy band. Except he doesn't have enough belts. You need more belts. There's a letter on the floor. Why would I not pick up the letter? Bad ending unlocked. Dear Charlotte, the sky is clear enough to see the mountains today. I hope it's as nice there as well. How has your health been? You must keep taking your medicine, even if it's bitter. I'm doing quite well myself. The food here is all canned, and I miss your delicious apple pie. Alright. The weather outside is pleasant, and I hate it. So, he seems to be in the light world now. So maybe this is how he ended up at the lighthouse? Hey look, it's one of the health drinks from You Are Empty. Remember that game? I do. Gotta get around to some more weird Eastern European FPS games like that. Okay, some kind of war going on. Again, a very different kind of Silent Hill hospital. It's still weird and empty, but not full of nurses with shotguns. For a second, I wasn't sure if this was the same room I just came from. Medicine bottles. It's like I can examine most of this stuff, but none of it is important. Yep, that's the exact same notice. Is this the same room? Oh, it is. I just went in a loop. I was unsure because of this blanket on the floor I didn't spot earlier. There's something on the other side blocking the door from being opened. Alright, well, we should probably call it a wrap here soon. Now that we've seen that it does have some turns to it beyond just slowly shuffling around as a little girl. That's not a door. Oh, there's the little girl. Who I guess is just nameless for us because she's not Amy. So this seems like maybe set World War II era? Just from the general kind of technology level around. Medical supply storage. Yep, that's the camera angle I wanted. Perfect. Look at all these medicine bottles. Yeah, the camera seems a little confused what to do when you examine something. It's like, oh, can I fit here? Oh, maybe over here. Charlotte in 209 may ask for me. Tell her I'll be back in the afternoon. Oh, we have an objective. I didn't even know we had a menu until I just happened to... It was like instinctive to press tab. So maybe there is a bit more going on here than just shuffling around. I was starting to get unsure in the first like 15 minutes, but I think maybe there's more to this than I had initially figured. Female ward, male ward, day room, room 102. Why are these all circled? Oh. So we do have like more of a Silent Hill comparison going on here, with the character actually making notes on the map, which I always thought was one of the best parts of Silent Hill, and it's a shame that more games don't do that. Instead of like, oh, I gotta remember which doors are blocked off or anything, no, your character writes it down for you. So I have no idea where we are right now. I think we're at the nurses' station document room area. So if we go around this corner, there should be a door to the courtyard. Yeah, that's the nurses' station. Oh, that's not even the same little girl. That might be Amy.
こんにちは。今日はとってもいいお天気ですね。でも風が強くて手紙が飛ばされてしまって、どこに行っちゃったのかしら。
Objective. Find a letter. Oh, I guess we already found it.
こんにちは。
Like, it's probably the unsealed letter, right?
今日はでもどこに
Oh, it's in items. It's separate from file.
これ私の手紙。ありがとう。この手紙はとても大切なものなんです。見つかってよかった。
Alright. We accomplished something.
お日様が気持ちいいですね。
I don't like the sun. I burn easily. The camera is like, nope, can't be here. There's a little girl occupying my camera space. Alright, well, you know, I think that's a good little look at Cineris Somnia here. It is obviously a very slow-paced kind of game, as you'd expect from a walking simulator. However, there does seem to be a little more substance here than I had initially assumed. And I do like the kind of surreal, dreamlike quality of it. Though I do hope there is a little bit more fleshing out of why it's like this later on. But for the moment, it is definitely a walking simulator. It's definitely slow, but I think it's neat. And it's in a style that you don't really see walking simulators in, because they're mostly just dark woods and abandoned buildings. Anyhow, I've been Shadefire, this is Cineris Somnia, and I hope you'll join me next time we wake up in a dream world with a fish in the face. But until then, take care everyone.